Okay, we're going to be making a scale model of the Earth's layers. To start off, you're going to need to know the thickness in kilometers of the Earth as well as each of its layers. So the Earth's radius is 6,378 kilometers. The crust thickness is about 50 kilometers. The mantle thickness is 2,900 kilometers. These are estimates. They're not exact. These are the amounts we're going to be working with though. The outer core is about 2,200 kilometers and the inner core is about 1,250 kilometers. Now, to make a scale model of the Earth's layers, we need, obviously, to scale it down because we cannot make anything as big as these measurements. So we are going to use the scale that 1 centimeter equals 500 kilometers. So you are going to have to do some math and take these amounts and divide them by 500 to get the amount in centimeters that you are going to be using for the thickness of these layers. Now, I'm not going to give that to you because that's part of your assignment, but this is how you're going to set it up. Once you have found what the thickness is in centimeters, then you can start creating your paper model of the Earth's layers. So I'm going to start with the inner core. It doesn't really matter, but I find this the easiest because the inner core, whatever amount you get here, that is the radius of that circle since it's the innermost circle. So pick a spot, create a dot because you're going to be using this compass and you have to get this tip on the dot. Okay, you're going to need a ruler and you're going to need to be on the centimeter side since we're working in centimeters. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place the point of your compass at the 0 line, and then you're going to put the pencil at the centimeter measurement that you got when you were doing your math, okay? And again, I'm not going to tell you the answer. I'm just going to set mine up, and if you could see that really quick, you'll know what the answer is for the inner core. Then take the point of your compass, put it on that dot you drew. Now, a metal compass will work much better. These plastic ones don't want to hold very well, but then you lean it and make sure your pencil and compass are at the same point. I'm gonna make mine a little bit better. So which means I need to reset the width of the compass. Okay, so put the point there and then you just use your compass to create your circle. Now, like I said, this plastic compass does not work nearly as well as a metal one does because it doesn't want to stay on the point, which is why I drew the point so that I could set up and know that I'm keeping the correct radius going. So if you have the option of a metal compass, use it. All right, so that is my inner core, okay? And now to get, let's do the outer core. To get the outer core, you're going to have to take to get the outer core's radius, so you know how big to make your circle, you're gonna have to take the inner core amount in centimeters and add it to the centimeters for the outer core. Because we're doing the layers and they're building on each other. So we're going to have the outer core sticking out so that we stay true to these thicknesses of each layer. So again, I'm not going to tell you the answer, but this is how you'll know how big to make your outer core circle. So you add your measurement for the inner core to your measurement for the outer core. And again, you're going to use your ruler. You put your point at the point of the compass at the 0 mark, and then you move your pencil to the measurement for the outer core plus the inner core. So I'm going to set that up. And again, if you look closely enough, you may be able to see. Oh, I've gone too far. Too far. There we go. So again, I'm finding that measure, okay? And then again, draw a point on your paper so that you have a place to put the point of your compass, okay? And then you're going to draw your circle. And again, I'm just gonna make sure that my compass is where it needs to be. Good. Hold on. There we go. And now I have my outer core. Okay, for the mantle, you're going to need to add up the inner core, outer core, as well as the amount you found for the mantle. And again, I'm not going to give you these answers. You're going to have to do that math on your own, but you're going to add all of those up to find out how wide you need to have your compass to get a correct circle. So once you have added all of those up, you will, again, line up the tip of the compass to the 0 line and then move your pencil to the width that you need on the ruler. And so again, I'm not going to show you this, but I'm going to set mine up so that it is where it needs to be. Okay, so now that I have it set up, again, I'm going to take the yellow paper and I'm going to draw a dot on it. And I don't know if it's going to fit on this piece. If not, you will have to tape 2 pieces together. Oh, it's not going to fit. Oh, well. You will need to tape 2 pieces together. I am going to just make it work for this. Okay. And then you'll do the crust. So again, you're going to add up the inner core, I'm going to abbreviate that with IC, amount that you had, the outer core, OC, the mantle, I'm just going to call it M, and then the amount that you had for the crust, I'm just going to call C. Again, I'm not giving you the answers. Once you have found all these things, this will be really easy. So I'll add up all of them except for the earth and set my pencil to that. So again, you line up the point of the compass and move your pencil till it's in the right spot so that you're ready to go. Now, obviously, this is going to be even wider. Okay, so it's even wider than it was before. So again, you're going to need 2 pieces of paper. I'm going to make it work because I don't have 2 pieces of paper here. Draw your dot in the middle and then line up your point. And swing your compass around. Again, make sure that you don't slide off. That's why I draw it. But again, if you have a metal compass, it will work so much better than these plastic ones. Don't really want to dig in and stay put. Then you're going to cut out your circles and glue them one on top of the other. Once you have all of your circles cut out, you're going to lay them on top of each other. And again, I struggled with my mantle and my crest because I didn't have a piece enough I didn't have a piece that was big enough. But there's not going to be much difference. Like, you're barely going to see the crust on the outside edge because that is how it really is in the real earth. Okay. And then you glue them one on top of the other just like this, trying to get those points lined up. And then to double check your work, line up the 0 with that point and then to the edge, and you should line up the 0 with the centimeter side, and you should have whatever you found for your Earth's radius as a centimeter. And that will ensure that you have made an accurate scale model of the Earth. So that's how you put that part together. And then you will need to follow the directions for answering the questions on the back and your poem.